Johann Zarco ada di pole position, Fabio Quartararo di posisi kedua, Franco Morbidelli di posisi ketiga. Aku nggak lihat bendera kuningnya gitu. Ini kan pas kalau Crutchlow jatuh kan gitu. Tapi kalau menurut Johnny sebenarnya dia lihat ya.
Dia harus mestinya dia start kedua, tapi karena hasilnya dibatalkan dia harus start posisi ke-6.
Ternyata hard soft ya.
Iya.
Nah, ini ada Alex Marquez dengan hard medium juga.
Engaging the from the second row. Fabio Quartararo trying to go toe-to-toe already with his teammate Franco Morbidelli. Is wide though, through that. He's got to keep it cool though, the South African. He doesn't want to make another mistake. 0.3 seconds clear of Fabio's coming under real. And as he made it stick, now he's in a little bit wide. Race ESPARGARO just about squeezes back on through. He retakes third, yes, third. Brad Binder feels like he's back in Moto 3 right now. Binder as well. DOVIZIOSO's up to 12th. He's just behind NAKAGAMI. The pair of them have made up 6 places so far. Another shocking first lap for Vinales in Brno. He went from 9th to 15th last year. He's being challenged at the moment. Something must have happened to him. Yeah, and I wonder if it was Jack Miller on that red bike that was running wide on that last lap at turn. Trying to put a move on Race ESPARGARO, who's just finding it a bit tough at the moment. So after that quick pole in the Race, it's a family affair in the top 6. They love each other so much. Leader already. Brad Binder is something else, isn't he? The amount he's learning already in these opening laps. The future is so bright for that South African. Can you imagine as well, Steve? It looks like it's come down by a 10th or 2. Brad Binder's challenging the World Championship. Is Binder going to have a poke the World Championship leader into turn 1? No. These two have had a few work. The Brno circuit, he's just fighting a 1:57.445. Fastest lap of the race. It was high. So the news gets worse for the number 12. And Alex Rins, what a job he's doing still in 7th place of the Petrucci down in 11th place. It's down to Johann Zarco to take the fight forward for Ducati. And he said he was hoping to battle for the top 5. It was unrealistic to think he was probably going to be to Fabio Quartararo's rear tyre. Has not been close enough as yet to strike and show. He's a nightmare. Joan Mir, so much hope that he might be able to fight for a podium. Qualifying poorly again. ESPARGARO briefly got up the inside of Johann Zarco, but he's immediately surrendered that place back. So Yuka Lekuona, number 27. Binder's thinking about having a go here at second. If you're tuning in, you've got a new motorsport hero. You certainly have, in the shape of Brad Binder. Oh, it's Lekuona, not Oliveira. Sorry, apologies to Portuguese fans.
You know what, before the race, I saw Ika Lekuona on Jerez last time out. Punch around now is going to be punching anything within his sight. I mean, Ika Lekuona, mate, but wiping out another rider as well. I would give him quite a big distance. So, of course, when he's behind those Ducatis in that group.
Can he find a way through? No, the gap at the front, by the way, stabilised at about a second as we were on board here with ESPARGARO. He's keeping Fabio Quartararo very honest indeed.
Yeah, Quartararo at the moment has not been able to predict as he finally got away through on Johann Zarco. Yes, he's hugging that tighter inside line. He just made, there was no way. Quartararo can't get within a second at the moment of Morbidelli. Morbidelli just comfortably holding that gap around us.
You know, with Paul, he's angry at what happened with Brad. He's going to be paid.
You know what? He is not by race podium. It not be him.
He's making me feel a bit nervous, Paul, at the moment, because he's got quite wide entry into a few corners.
Their first dry race podium. That is going to smart.
So Rossi could potentially see 6th place right now. Nothing. Don't forget that the doctors of Thai life.
Nothing going for Maverick Vinales at all. Last time around he was half a second slower than Rossi and
and Alex Rins here might just try and capitalise on the home straight.
Can't say I'm surprised by this from Vinales, Steve, because he's not looked confident, seemed to knock the stuffing out of him early on.
Yeah, it's not really gone right from there, has it? He does come on strong at the end of race life right now. In the early stages, no problem at all for Franco Morbidelli. He's still 1.1 seconds cleared up another place. He's up into 11.
And what happened as soon as ESPARGARO forced his way through on Johann Zarco was just holding him up a little bit, because ESPARGARO's got the pace now to really
take from the rookie teammate of his.
Well, there's nothing more that's going to motivate and incentivise ESPARGARO.
No, it's coming, isn't it? ESPARGARO knows he wants that podium. Go Morbidelli, looking really comfortable and smooth. It's fair to say that Fabio Quartararo here are 2 satellite Yamahas, 1 and 2, and the closest factory riders to them are the Red Bull. Once more,
we're looking at 2 massive future stars in MotoGP. Between a second and 1.3.
Pit Byra will be a bit nervous about what's to come here, because not only is his rookie, and luckily it's not resulted in anything to worry about, but in a moment, Pit Byra clinging on to this still on that 2019 Ducati.
Yeah, and he's got nothing to worry about.
Fabio Quartararo's 1.4 seconds behind his teammate Franco Morbidelli with the 2.
Blinder at the moment, but he's going to have to play something pretty strong as well to keep his teammate ESPARGARO at bay. The teammate ahead of him, as we said, he's going to be right on Binder's case very, very shortly.
He's 8 laps here in Brno.
Yeah, and the lead's as big as it's been. 1.4 seconds now. 5 was Quartararo.
I'm starting to think that Binder's got the pace to actually get past Fabio and maybe even pull a...
He is up the inside of the World Championship leader. He's done it. What a move by Binder.
Well, Quartararo's worried now. A little look opening on here, and Johann Zarco is still in this hunt as well. Brad Binder then up into second. Now, Candle to run the same pace as Franco Morbidelli all weekend.
Quartararo, the meat in a Red Bull KTM sandwich, all away from the Frenchman behind him, and Quartararo's got bigger problems to worry about as well, because Espargaro and Johann Zarco are all over Steve. Without the run-off at turn 5 in Jerez 1, without the big mistake at the first corner at Swink, a cold towel ready for pit bike, and I think he might be about to pass out.
And do you know, wide. Patient again, isn't he, Espargaro? And Johann Zarco now wants to move through on him, and he's going to have a look up into turn 1. He can't quite get... He is wide again.
He's got to keep calm, cool and collected.
He's down!
It's a disaster. It's a...
Yes. Oh dear. You know what, at that corner, at that speed...
It's happened repeatedly like this in different classes. As you said, you can't quite see, you've got to go for the...
Thanks, Simon. Absolutely gutted. And now all of their hopes on the podium, not surprisingly, it's under investigation. And meanwhile, at the front, Rookie, who is doing an unbelievable job.
By Quartararo. Quartararo's having grip on and on the podium now. So it is Morbidelli, Binder and Zarco.
As it stands, can I just say, by the way, Brad Binder is really what's just happened, the disaster. I haven't even got words to explain.
Tyre underneath him. Last time around he did a 59.9. He was 1.1 seconds.
The best for him as well. He's now putting a move on ESPARGARO, so...
Yeah, Nakagami, likewise, on Manfred. It was a humbling experience for Top Gun.
Yeah, well, this is great from Nakagami again. I mean, just as he was last couple of weeks.
DOVIZIOSO, Miller are closing him down. The Top Gun firing blanks at the moment in Brno. Now it's just over half a second.
There must have been a mistake.
It is down again to under half a second.
There must have been a mistake.
Yes, he can go for broke. Nobody's going to be miffed or angry or cheesed off him if he launches it from second.
Absolutely fuming.
But you know, Espargaro, that all got set up by wide, lost that place to Quartararo. This is the race start. Perfect start.
To see the replay of Binder's moment with Espargaro as well, because Paul might even say that kind of...
Fabio's dropped off quick. Maybe Franco's is coming.
For Franco Morbidelli, who's coming under real intense, immense pressure here from the South African.
The KTM is so much stronger under braking. It's almost like if he gets close enough, he's going to make...
83. He's got right now on Morbidelli's rear tyre.
Brad Binder turns 20-some birthday present. Viewers of South Africa, you are witnessing something more than ever had.
If those South African fans have got any voice left at the end of this Grand Prix, well, good luck. There's going to be a few...
It's not when, it's if. Can he keep his powder dry, though, Brad Binder, in this circuit? But it's coming, and it's coming now. Up the inside he goes. The rookie, Brad.
Brno, this is incredible. And straight away, 2 or 3 bike lengths he ekes out on Morbidelli's Yamaha.
Absolutely speechless. Outstanding.
Well, he's won Grand Prix in Moto3. He's won Grand Prix. Also, a responsible riding in the long lap penalty for Johann Zarco. Moto3 winner, Moto2 winner, and now a potential MotoGP winner for that camp. Ready?
Extraordinary scenes here in Brno. You are witnessing his board.
So he's going to have to do the long lap penalty. A bit more margin.
He's going for it.
He's in. But he was almost having his knee down. The circuit was filthy. I was just about waiting for a moment. Tipping me. This race is just astonishing.
This is crazy. If you hear it, then it's Aleix, Nakagami and Maverick Vinales.
Do you know what's going to really frustrate Johann Zarco?
That's a very angry Espargaro who's not yet taken his helmet off, storming into
Johann Zarco at KTM last year. I mean, he gets whacked and then out of the race.
Talk about bittersweet for KTM. I mean, the guy is crazy, absolutely mad. But what a moment. There's Espargaro shaking his head. He knows what might have been.
Oh, look at that bite.
Binder, this could have been a KTM 1 too. Davide Tardozzi.
The Catty Clipco had a genuine chance of getting Morbidelli for second.
Yeah, but guys, can I throw in there that squeeze through while the rider runs out for a moment? You have to get your front wheel back in front of his.
Paolo Ciabatti talking for quite a long time now with IRCHA official Rick Crichton, just to maybe get a handle on exactly what...
This is the situation. The gap at the front has just come down again. Morbidelli's closed in and Brad harassed by the unbelievable Alex Rins.
Astonishing.
He could be on for 4th place here. Valentin...
At worst to describe Alex Rins at the moment.
good news for Quartararo is it's not so, at this early stage of the World Championship, who is a World Championship rival? I mean, it's hard to say.
He's not hooking up at all. Coming out of that turn 12.
Now it's entering the unknown. It's from here that they have got no idea of what the drop will be like. Able to close in on the Frenchman.
Well, if Zarco does keep it together, it's a ESPARGARO incident. Rossi trying to find a way through on RINS and Quartararo.
Here we go, here comes RINS up the inside of Fabio Quartararo. He knows waiting in the wings just to try and capitalise on it. He's having a look himself, but no room. Simon.
We'd be saying a KTM likely 1-2 today, because I believe it as well, that they had a better front.
Two Repsol Hondas at the back of the grid. Johann Zarco on an Avintia Ducati, potentially getting sorry, and here goes Rossi.
Quartararo's just a passenger on that wide line one at the moment. I think Oliveira's going to get him as well.
KTM.
You know, Brad Binder said right from the get-go that he was so impressed with the stopping performance, particularly electronically. They figured out a way to get all their horsepower to the ground. They've never been lacking horsepower up Horsepower Hill. No, he isn't. Binder now, not only is he about to take KTM's first dry MotoGP podium as Miguel Oliveira does eventually, for Fabio Quartararo, a learning experience as well for the World Championship leader. Well, they've got a new one, and he goes by the name of Brad Binder. A name you're going to be
here is Brad Binder on the brink. 59. First for a Maverick Vinales fan, I'm afraid. He's dropped down to 12th place now behind Dovi and Miller.
I mean, this is least at all by his championship rivals, DOVIZIOSO and Vinales. In fact, he's actually stretching his lead.
Simon.
Yeah, guys, you know I'm an ex-rider. You know the saying, and man, I love watching him. I love watching, have done for years, like you guys have. He's truly...
I mean, I know that you are, Matt, and I am too. We had the pleasure of commentating, and I've got to see Brad Binder when he first started in the Super Teams as well. I never expected to see this. He is just a wish to meet as well. And this is just, I mean completely...
That's one of the real beauties of this job. You get to watch it. Can we get a heart rate monitor on Pit Byra right now, please?
The thing is, the stories just don't end. Morbidelli's going to get his maiden podium potentially here. Alex Rins in 4th. He's 6 seconds off.
And here is your race leader. Yes, your race leader, Brad Binder. 30.
Well, so far, I don't want anything to go wrong. I really hope that this goes for him, because it's going to be something in garage. At the moment, Johann Zarco, I mean, let's just analyse that as well. If he finishes 3rd, that would be a great thing. And Valentino Rossi now, unless Zarco's tyre falls off a cliff or he makes a mistake
out of it, he knows that he's hopefully got a safe 2nd place. He's just on a 2-minute flat lap from Morbidelli. Really, really struggling, Johann's on the fat part of the tyre to try and get some drive, grip and traction out of turn number 9. RINS is
up the hill through turn 11 and 12. The factory Suzuki rod lines away from what we could be witnessing here as Brad Binder is about to start the final lap.
The long last lap for Johann Zarco as well, because he's clinging on.
Look at Tech Sky's in the team. I mean, they've had
much as away from a truly remarkable achievement in MotoGP history. KTM said when they years we will be winning MotoGP races. They've won everything in 2 wheels, off-road, road easy.
What a hero Brad Binder has been for KTM. Win.
Guys, I've got to expand on it why, as an ex-rider, I admire him so much. It's not an nation, but every time he goes out on the track, he leaves nothing in the closet. He puts...
Unbelievable, and the drama doesn't end there. Here's Alex Rins going to poach the podium here from Johann Zarco in the closing.
Rins get close enough. Zarco's going to make himself as wide as possible. He's got the horsepower on the Ducati, but turns to chewing gum for Zarco now.
He's got a couple of chances left, hasn't he? It's going to have to be done. Oh.
Is he going to be close enough? Binder peels through the final couple of corners. History being made for a golden moment in Grand Prix history, folks, in Renault.
Brilliant! You beauty! A blazing like it in your life. KTM have a new king.
What a ride, what a relation and joy yet again for the ESPARGARO racing team with Johann Zarco.
3 Grand Prix into his Premier Class career, and the South African flag is going to be flying.
Well, there's going to be some serious
That's great
parties,
to see, by the way, because those two, there was some strong words exchanged in 6th.
There's going to be some major parties kicking off tonight in